Okay, I got Gator out. I'm gonna go ahead and go over all the obedience with you real quick, and then we'll get into just a little bit more antler stuff, but this is gonna be kind of your go home video. First thing, hopefully you'll be able to hear me good, but first thing's gonna be leash training. When he's on a leash, he should understand leash pressure. If I want him to sit, I'm gonna pull up on that leash. Come here, Gator. Just to pull up like that, and that's going to be sit. He should understand that. You shouldn't have to say anything. Just like that. Now, if I turn and walk away, the dog should always turn and walk with me. If I stop, the dog should stop. Now, of course, when I stop, I'm lifting that leash just a little bit. And I kind of tugged on it just a little bit there, and he sat down. But now if I step into him, I want him to stay on the left side. He's trained on the left side, so if you get him over here on the right side, it's going to feel awkward to him. So if I take a step into him, like I said, he should turn. And don't get dizzy doing it. There you go. And I haven't done that with him, like I said, a ton, but he should move them back legs and stay on that side. If he starts to pull, turn and go the opposite direction, deliver a leash correction. And what I mean by leash correction is a good quick pop, and it's got to be sudden, you know. Don't be like keeping the leash tight when you're walking. There's definitely a way to hold the leash while you're walking, and it's not like this when you're walking your dog. You want a nice J shape in that leash. It should be loose leash. You see how this has got a J. When I'm walking the dog, this leash should be 2 hands on the leash, ready to give a quick correction if needed. Because if it's tight, it's hard to give that correction because there's no slack in the leash. So make sure there's always slack in the leash whenever you're walking the dog. So if he starts pulling, I want you to walk a straight line, turn, walk back the other way. If the dog does not turn, you give a correction. You keep walking, you turn again real quick. You're going to be turning to the outside, away from the dog. And if he doesn't turn again, give him a quick correction. Usually about the 3rd or 4th time, he's going to start paying attention to you. He does not like corrections. He's very soft. So I'll demonstrate that real quick. Heel. Heel. And I'll say heel. If you don't turn when I say heel. Right. Heel. Good. Good. But he's really good about it. So, that would be what you would do. If he ever starts trying to pull again, that's what I would start off doing, is giving him quick corrections, making sure he understands where he needs to be. When he does it right, mark it with good, tell him he's doing good, that's where I want you to be. And reward sometimes if you need it. Right now he does not need a reward. He should know. He's trained on the e-collar with it too. I've reinforced the heel with the e-collar. If I was to turn, I could turn, say heel, and give him a tap. You know, I'm going to reinforce that command. Next would be, so that's the leash training. Next would be place. Place we haven't hit that hard. He understands where I'm pointing and telling him to be. But place, something, I don't know if you'll use it or not, but it's always good for teaching the stay command. So we'll put him on place a couple times. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm sure he still knows it. Here, place. Sit. Good. Good. And a lot of it's just pointing. You know, place. Sit. Good. He's very eager to work right now. Now from here I have the dog in front of me. I'm going to bring him back to a heel. When the dog's in front of me, I'm going to drop my hand at my left side and swing him into that heel position. So, Gator, heel. Sit. He's got a scratch. We're going to do it again. Place. Sit. Gator, heel. Sit. 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 Good. Good. Good boy. Place. Okay. So, the way you can tighten up heels, practice heels, very simple. Come here, Gator. Get in front of me here. Here. Sit. No, he's trying to come to a heel right there. Sit. Here. Come here. Sit. So what I do, I take a piece. This is just regular dog food. I don't train with anything, any special treats unless the dog is just 0% food motivated. Then I try to find something they like. He'll eat anything. So I get a piece of their dog food. And what I do is, I'll lure him back, spin him to the inside, and once he gets to that position right there, there's the reward. Once they get the spin down, then I start making them sit right there. So, Gator, heel, sit. Come here, heel, sit. And the leash is kind of getting in the way here. Heel, sit. Good. Right there was perfect. 20% battery. So like I said, he could be crisped up on it. He does know when I put my hand and I say heel, he needs to be beside me. There, heel. Sit. Sit. And I have the leash there. Leash is guidance. Always. Leash is guidance. If a dog is kind of getting out of them positions and you're getting frustrated because they keep scooting away or something, get them on a leash. You can get them tighter to you. You can guide them with the leash. Because like I said, he understands leash pressure and which ways you want to pull him around. So if he was struggling, I would take this leash, Gator, Gator, and I would pull it this direction and set him down and then reward him there. That wasn't a very good example here, but say I would do this. Good, good. And he would, a million times, and he's going to start really understanding that form. But he knows it. He's pretty good at it. Could use a little bit more crisped up on it. Next is stay. He does like to break a little bit. We don't really use stay a whole lot here, besides just me practicing it. When I take him off a leash to send him to hunt antlers. Come here, Gator. Heel. When I set him down to go find antlers, sit. I'll take him off, I'll say stay, and he'll sit there, and then I'll tell him to go find a bone. But a good way to practice stay is always get them on like a place board. And because if they get off, right there is the place you started, and right there is where they know they need to be. So that's another reason why I use place. It's easy to train stay with it. So we'll put them on there. Place. Sit. Stay. 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 So he got off, which is alright. Place. Sit. I'm going to get onto him with the e-collar just a little bit. Stay. No. Stay. 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 Good. So I shortened it up. I rewarded him right after. I didn't get very far from him. He's really amped up right now and wants to play. Now, he wasn't focusing on me. I could tell his mind wasn't in the right place, and I can still tell it's not. He's sitting here jacking around. Come here. Stay. I'm gonna get onto him here. This would be a correction. Hey, sit. Sit. That would be a very firm correction. I don't want that. Sit. And I'm not going to allow him to get up and do anything. He's going to stay right there. that's where the leash would come in. Now when he's behaving, sit. And I know he's wagging his tail right now. He's behaving. Good. That is the behavior I want. That is what I just rewarded. Quit. So we're going to try this again. Right? Sit. Nuh-uh. Sit. Stay. And I just point at the dog and he's looking at me. Stay. Stay. Place. Sit. Stay. Stay. Get firm. Stay. 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 Stat. Get up there. Place. Sit. Stay. Sat. Stay. Gator. No. Stay. 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 Good. Good. Okay. He's a little shaky on the stays. But something you can work on, honestly. He's in a pretty spunky mood right now, and it doesn't even seem like getting onto him pretty hard is working. He's being stubborn. That's Gator for you. Come here. So sit, stay, heel. Come, of course, is recall. You know, when the dog's out away from you, call him back on the e-collar. He's known that since day one, the stimulation, and we've worked on it a lot, and he does pretty good. But like I said, he's still pretty stubborn. You can only take it out of him so much. Sit, and then you still kind of have a stubborn dog, but good boy. I'm gonna try to stay again. Sit. Stay. 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 Place. Place. Get up there. Sit. Stay. Gator, stay. Stay. Good. Good. Good boy. So sit, stay, heel, come place. That's the obedience. Now, I'm going to get a couple antlers out. We're going to let him burn some of that energy. Focus on some retrieving things just out here in the open yard. So I'm going to, in this video, start a new one. And then I'll merge them both together. I don't know if I can do that. I'll just throw some out. This is a pretty long video. So I'm walking here. Heel. We're going to work on heels. And I'm just going to take an antler. I'm going to pitch it out there. We're only going to probably do 2. Because then he starts seeing them and it kind of starts screwing up retrieving. If he's running back and he sees another antler out in the wide open, sometimes he'll drop the antler he has, lose focus, go get the other, and it's just a cluster. So sit. So when I throw this, he's probably gonna try to break and run. So stay. Yeah, no flying land. Okay, so I just threw that, and he's looking over there where I just threw it. Man, I am just struggling. Stay. Okay. And he stayed there. I dropped the leash and told him to stay, and he just stayed. Just him trying to focus on the one task given there. He wants to be stubborn. Okay, so I got another antler. I'm just gonna walk over here kind of to the other side of the yard. Gator, sit. I'm gonna throw it. Stay. And he sees it. Heel. Heel. And he's one step ahead of me, which I don't really like, but I got my hands full now. I'm giving him just, these dogs, they've seen the antlers get thrown out there, so they're gonna start raising some hell. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk up here to the top of the yard, set him down and tell him to go find the bone. Sit. Sit. Stay. 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 Find a bone. And he's going directly to that one I just put out there. Good boy, hip. Good, here, fetch it up. Good, good retrieve, buddy. Find a bone, and he's already going. Good boy. Good. Good retrieve. Good. And then I'll give him just a couple for fun, and we'll put it up. You know, I want the antler to be his favorite toy, so I don't want to burn him out on it. I don't want to allow him to chew on them. Patch it up. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm gonna put him away. He can, free dog, be a free dog. So that's kind of, you know, a little session. We did about a 15-minute session there, and that's plenty. If you can do a little bit of something with the dog every day, that's awesome. If you can't, a couple times a week with the antlers. People ask, oh, how often? I can't do this every day. You don't have to do it every day. Incorporate some obedience with feeding time, or if you can take the dog on a walk, a structured walk is going to be your best way to train obedience, which would just be practicing walking him on a heel, making him sit, stay, bring him to some heels, things like that. If you're out and there's something that you can put them on place, like a big rock or a park bench or something like that, get them up on that. Incorporate some places. They like getting up on things once they realize they can, really. But that's what I tell people to do, just to keep up with obedience. Now he's going to need a ton of e-collar work. Just keep enforcing every command, whether you need to or not. Enforce it with the e-collar. Right now he's over there sniffing. Gator, come. Good, good. Come here, here. Sit, sit, sit. Nuh-uh. Hey, sit. Enforcing that, I just enforce that with the e-collar. Good, because he's ignoring me. Good. So that's Gator for you. He's an awesome dog when it comes to the antlers and things. He's such a high drive dog, so giving him a job is one of the best things to do. He needs it. If you're wanting to look to burn some energy off of him, if he's acting crazy, just get him out, let him run some antlers down, find them, practice hunt commands, things like that. If you have any questions, holler anytime. Any issues, let me know. If you see some things you're struggling with that you are really wanting worked on, you're more than welcome to bring him back. We'll get you on the books and get him going some more. But that's kind of it. I made those other videos of the antler training down in the woods. He can go find 4, 5, 6 antlers, however many you want to put out there. Just work on the retrieves, him making sure that he's fetching it up. He knows exactly what you're telling him whenever you say, no, fetch it up. He knows. So you can enforce that. If he gets hung up sniffing things down the woods, wanting to piss, you can correct that with the e-collar. If he goes and hikes his leg on a tree, give him a nick on that e-collar, find the bone. You know, you're enforcing your command, which is find the bone, and he knows it well. He's just being stubborn. So like I said, any questions, feel free to holler anytime. Appreciate you guys.